Well, that took long enough. Sorry about that, guys. I set a, you know, thing up to where it was supposed to go live at, or what did I say, 4:40, and now we're 11 minutes later before it actually went live. So my internet didn't agree with us today, I believe. And additionally, it wouldn't let me start a live video from the post I had made earlier. I don't know why. It's really, really strange. Anyways, I am live now, guys, and I hope that this time we have somebody join me, so I'm not talking to myself. Um, and to note, since this video will obviously post later for anybody that didn't get to see it live, and for anybody that is liked and subscribed to my channel, first and foremost, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours so that I can grow my channel. And those are one of the first steps to doing that. I've been on YouTube for like 10 months now, I think. 10, 11 months now. I don't think I've quite hit the 1 year mark. That being said, I've learned a lot of what to do, what not to do, and how YouTube itself works. So I want to be able to share my story with you guys because I am trying to earn my place among the strongest men on the planet. So that is no small task, but I am here to do it. And I will go as far back as talking about my time in the military, what I experienced there, about having PTSD, um, how that's affected me. I'll talk about the brain injury that I had in October of 2020 and how that has affected me and how I'm doing now. Also, about potentially having an upcoming speech I would like to give regarding traumatic brain injuries and what that is like. Obviously, I don't believe no two brain injuries are the same. Everybody recovers differently. Everybody handles it differently. So I'd like to talk about that because it is an experience all on its own, and you have to have the will to keep fighting and keep going because if you don't, then you're gonna give up. You're gonna fail. Um, my struggle with PTSD, how that has affected me in my day to day life. Um, Ways that you could better handle that, resources available that I know about. I don't know about all the resources out there, but I'll be willing to share all of that information with y'all, as well as um, how my training is going. Um, I believe I mentioned this last time. I have a coach now, so this is the first time I've had a coach writing my programs. Um, for the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I was doing it by myself. Yes, I had tips and advice along the way from people who are coaches that I greatly respect, but none of them were doing my programming. I couldn't afford it, so I wasn't doing that. I was doing my own programming. I went from about 255 pounds in September of 23 to I'm currently 325 pounds, give or take a pound or two, and most of which is muscle. I still have a little bit of stubborn belly fat that I'm working on losing, which is easier said than done by any means. Anybody that has that stubborn belly fat can attest to that. It's probably the hardest to get rid of. Additionally, I can talk to you guys about my upcoming competitions that I'm doing. I've got one in March. It'll be the Celtic Clash in Sherman. And that gives me a shot at nationals plus some really cool trophies. I get a William Wallace sword and a double-headed axe. So that'll be cool to hang on the wall. um, it's going to be a fun competition. It's a charity event. Additionally, it's going to be, let's see, it'll be my fourth competition. So this will be number 4 for me. So I'm pretty excited about that one because, again, it's about a month away now. I will be lifting the 410-pound Husafeld stone and carrying it. I've lifted it, but I didn't take a couple of steps, and that is how you achieve full Stolker. So that is on the bucket list for this competition, as well as some other heavy lifts. And my coach that is doing my programming, he has given me quite a bit of cardio because I was lacking in that department, to say the least. So that is improving, and I'm actually a lot faster than most people would think. Oh, excuse me. So it's always funny if somebody, sees me doing cardio, or they've never seen me do cardio and then I do it and they're like, "What? There's no way you're that big and you're actually fairly quick." Like, I've got a video on my channel that you guys can go check out where I did a 40-yard dash um in under 5 seconds at 325 pounds. Like, I know, I'm sure that somebody's going to come in here and say, well, fast is like 4 seconds. Okay. At 325 pounds, I feel like anything in the four, you know, less than 5 seconds is relatively quick for somebody my size. I've got a big competition coming up in July that I'm excited to talk to you guys about. So, stay tuned to hear about that if anybody comes on here. There will be some really heavy lifts in that. It's a lot of moving, very fast paced competition. So that will be fun. Alexa, cancel. Anybody that comes on here and sees my wife's plants behind me will be able to see I've got one right here that has taken over pretty much the whole kitchen wall. Like, that plant is ridiculously long and it's still growing. Like, it grows a new leaf. I think it grows a new leaf on every vine. Um, I think once a week. It's if not more, honestly. So I am waiting to see if anybody joins. Let's see if anybody comes on here and checks this out. Really hoping people get on here. I mean, I've probably got to do a better job at like posting this a couple of days in advance or something, putting out a notice, which I promise I will do on the next one. You have my word. That's what's going to happen on the next one. Also, I'd love to hear what you guys are interested. Like, if there's any videos and stuff you guys are interested in seeing, any kind of lifts you guys are interested in seeing, any kind of obviously questions you guys might have. Pretty much open to really talk about anything. I'll talk to you guys about my non-steroid use, so we can have a discussion about that. I'm sure that there are people following me that don't believe I'm not on steroids, but I assure you I'm not. I have very good genetics. If I was on steroids, it'd be a lot bigger. Like, I'd be like Brian Shaw big. Hello, hello. I see we have somebody on the chat. Thank you for joining. Again, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Or if you have something you want to talk about, um, or they're gone now. Okay. Sorry if you guys can see the little bit of mess, like the papers and stuff on the table there. It happens. I don't know if you can hear me. Welcome to the chat. If you have any questions, let me know. Still waiting. We're sitting at just about 16 minutes now. I don't know if anybody's going to join. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I'll stick around for a little bit longer and see if anybody shows up and has any questions. Again, I'd love to talk to you guys about my upcoming competitions, how training is going, my battles with PTSD from the military, the how that affects my day to day life, um, my non steroid use, whatever you guys want to talk about. Hey, what's up, Yanni? So I am competing at the Celtic Festival in March. So very excited about that one. I am going to achieve full Stoker on that day. I've already picked up the stone, but I didn't carry it, so it didn't count. I got my name in the book as half Stoker, so I'm going full Stoker. If I remember correctly, the events are let's see. So it's the stone overhead press, it's the stone carry, it is the okay, good. Glad you can hear me. So it's the overhead press stone carry um with the Husafels, and then it is the stone to shoulder, and it is the wheel of pain, and it is the oh, what's the other one? It's what's the other one? Yeah, the wheel of pain is it's a blast. I've been working on my cardio thanks to Spence, so I'm a lot more prepared for it this time than I was in November. So I'm definitely looking forward to that more. Not that it's an exciting event. I mean, it still sucks. I can't think of the other one. It's oh the no, not the Stairs of Despair. It's the uh it's like the deadlift thing where you pull on the rope. I can't think of the name of it. Oh man, it's the deadlift one where we're using the rope. Yeah, the stone press is going to be a fun one. Are you competing in it? Yeah, I'm going to try and press the 300-pound stone over my head. I feel pretty confident in it. Oh, regionals, nice, very nice. Hey, give me just a second. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, I want to wait for the camera for a second. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know somebody was going to pop up. Well, I didn't want to knock the by. Well, I love you, and I hope you have a great workout. Okay. Bye, baby. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Prepping for regionals. Right on. Which regionals comp are you doing? Strawman Corp. Well, I mean, you got Southwest, Southeast, Southwest. Okay, great. I'll be at that one too. This is what I'm doing in July. I'm excited for it. There is there's a lot of cardio involved in that one. Any events? Hey, that's good for me. That's good news for me. So I don't want that smoke. I don't need that smoke. I think you'll do great though. Definitely do great. What are you currently weighing right now? Yeah. Yeah, that definitely looks disgusting. You're right. I mean, the sandbag part is okay, but hell yeah, 283. But you got to get under 265. You got a lot to lose. Yeah, the combo is definitely gross. Nobody wants that. Nobody. I think let me look at the events again. 20 weeks ago, so slow and steady. Yeah, slow and steady is the way. You can do it. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying, like, I can't imagine losing 20 pounds. Uh, I I'm sure that I have 20 pounds somewhere to lose, but man, that's tough, especially like, the dieting part of it, because I don't really eat a whole lot, honestly. Um, I pretty much eat 3 meals a day and I snack occasionally. I try to keep everything healthy, but I probably hit like 4,000, between 4,000 and 5,000 on a long day. Oh, okay. So turning it around has been pretty easy. Well, that's good. Trying to pull up the competition list here and see what the see Strongman Southwest. Oh yeah. Did you mean to type D ball or did you actually mean T ball? I like that. Minus the tequila. Minus the tequila. I am allergic to tequila. Not like not literally, but I can have one shot of tequila and blacked out. I'll be awake, fully functioning like I'm talking to you right now, but crazy things are bound to happen. So let's see here. Log axle circus. The log axle circus is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Um, that's going to be a pretty good one. The max deadlift obviously just comes down to doing the best that you can. I really think I worry that I'm not going to be able to lift heavy enough for that one to get me in a good point place. Uh, my deadlift is like right now, I might be able to hit 7, but I mean, if not, I'm like right under 7. So it's safe to say by that time I'll be somewhere around 7 to 750. But I don't think that's enough to really get me a high point placing, on that one. So I got to make up for it everywhere else. Yeah, you got it. You definitely got it. Hell yeah. Honestly, I look at it as like there's going to be, you know, Brian Shaw and uh, Eddie Hall and people like that showing up and deadlifting next to me where hitting 700 is, you know, that's not good. That's not even close to good. That's trash. Like that's their warm ups on stuff. So that's how I look at it. So, but I would definitely be, I won't say happy, but I will say relieved with the middle of the pack. Which event are you looking forward to the least? Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially being lighter. I'm sure you'll feel light as a feather, so you'll probably have more energy, everything else. Yeah. So we agree. I'm looking forward to the pressing event the most, and definitely not looking forward Honestly, it's not even that I'm not looking forward to the deadlift. I just don't think I'm going to get the points I'm after for that. Like I'm all for a heavy deadlift. That's fine. Keep my warm ups simple, just to conserve energy, and obviously try to throw out a number that I'm safe with, just so I know I get points and don't completely mess up. So my opener is probably going to be like 650, just so I'm on the board. And after that is when I got to go balls to the wall. And if that goes well, then actually I might go like 680 for an opener. Hell, I don't know. We got some time between now and then for sure. So my current max, again, the last time I did it was 680, but that went up fairly easy. I feel comfortable in saying I could pull 7 right now. Yeah, I feel comfortable in saying that. What are you sitting at right now? What's your max? I know my training has been focusing on improving um, my deadlift. So I hope for higher numbers than that. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. Getting stuck on the mat. I hope you didn't get sick on the mat either. That'd be nasty. Well, I bet. I mean, that was a grueling way to end the day. I went home, literally, me and the wife, we got home and I showered and cleaned up. I got something to eat before we came home. And when we got home, we laid down to watch TV, and it wasn't very long after that we were completely out. And we slept like the damn dead. We both woke up at like I think 3 o'clock in the morning, like it was 7 o'clock in the morning, which is normally like I wake up between 6 and 7. I woke up as if I had just slept like 8, 9 hours. My body was just completely gassed. So, yeah. And then the next day was fun because I didn't really feel like doing anything. I don't think I got out of bed except to eat and use the restroom or anything like that. Yeah, I I definitely slept hard as a rock that day. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I feel like the same thing is going to happen from the Southwest regionals. I feel like it's going to be the same way. Just going to come home and just I'm out. Is it? It's multiple days? Really? Southwest Regionals. It doesn't show to be multiple days. Yeah, I don't see it showing to be multiple days. That's going to be a big one, though. That competition is going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I am going in guns blazing, ready to leave it all on the table. Okay, yes, please do. Yeah, because I don't see anything on there where it says that it's 2 days. I'm not saying you're wrong. Obviously, you're around Derek a lot, so you would know more than me. But if it does, I don't see it. That I'm sure people would find that to be fantastic, seeing as I think it's 6 events, and so you'd have 3 events a day. That's great. But yeah, we'll see. For anybody watching this video later, we're talking about the Southwest Regional Competition. My friend Yanni is going to be competing in that. That's who I'm speaking with here. And he is an absolute monster. So if you guys um, can make it out to that, if you're anywhere in the DFW area in Texas, you should go to it. It's going to be on July 12th. I think it starts at like 10 a.m. in the morning, but you're not going to want to miss it because it's going to be a hell of a day. Yes, please do. Thank you, and have a great day, Yanni. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, so anyways, you guys are going to want to check that out. It is going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be six events. They'll have a max kabuki bar deadlift as one of the events, and my goal is, you know, obviously to pull as heavy as possible. But I feel like that is one of my weaker points right now. Like saying that I can pull 700 pounds doesn't sound like a weak point at all. But if you look at statistics from World's Strongest Man or Professional Strongman, and I'm not saying that there will be any pros in the show. That I'm not saying there won't be any pros in the show. We'll always have to wait and see who signs up because there's not a whole lot that have signed up already. So, but I know that that doesn't always set at the highest in regards to the level of competition I could potentially be up against. However, my pressing power is pretty top notch. So I'm going to make up some points with that, and I've got a pretty strong back in regards to excuse me, things like the sandbag carry and stuff like that. And I can make a video for you guys if you want, or and if anybody jumps on here and wants to know about it, talking about the events that'll be in that competition and the weights. So you'll have a log, axle, and monster dumbbell medley, as well as a kabuki max deadlift. And kabuki just means the type of bar they'll be using. It's very flexible, very bendy. Then you'll have a yoke, Zercher, and sandbag steeplechase. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so you'll have a a yoke Zercher and a sandbag steeplechase. Yoke Zercher means you're carrying it across your arms right in here. And then obviously sandbags is sandbags. What you'll do is you'll pick up the sandbag, you'll carry it, you'll drop it over a bar. You'll get another sandbag, carry it, drop it back over a bar. So it's a lot of cardio involved there too. And then right after that, you have a yoke, which is just the traditional yoke you're carrying it across your shoulders, into a power stair medley. And for those of you that are not familiar with any of these, feel free to look up some videos. I've got some videos where I'm doing the yoke. I've also have a video where I'm doing a power stairs, but it's called the Stairs of Despair when I did it. Essentially, you're picking up a heavy weight and it'll have like a ring. You grab the ring and you'll swing it up between your legs onto a step, and then pick it up and swing it up onto your between your legs onto another step. So it is a very taxing event for those of you that haven't uh, done it, and for those of you that have, will probably agree with me. Also, you could go check out the Shaw Classic. He did one there um, where the power stairs are, and you don't see it a whole lot at the World's Strongest Man. It kind of tapered off. Um, I'd have to go back and look, but I know that Brian Shaw did it in 2011. I think I'll have to double check on the actual years of when that was done last, but it is an awesome event. It's very challenging. So power stairs will be on there. Hello, hello. Somebody was here. Oh, they're gone. And then the last event for that will be the farmer's handle carry. So you pick up a farmer's carry. For anybody that follows Strongman, you should know what that is. And if you don't, the handle is just a regular handle. It's fairly regular. You'll grab the handle, and it has a bar attached that has weights on each end to balance it out. I believe mine is 305 pounds in each hand. So a 610-pound farmer's carry, which that's not that bad, honestly. The one we did at the American Hero Classic I did in November, I took second at. That one, I have to look back and see how much that one weighed, but I'm pretty sure it was 600 or 650, something like that. So that one's definitely not super heavy. However, this will be at the end of the day, so you'll already be wore the hell out from the other events, making it so much more difficult. Anyway, um, anybody that watches this, if you have any questions, if you want to hear more, if you want to see me go live again and actually have people interact with me other than my friend here, I would be happy to do it again and talk to you guys about whatever it is, about PTSD, about my competitions, about how I feel about certain events, my strengths and weaknesses, um, you know, anything really. What it's like being a dad for any new dads that are on here. That's a big deal. What it's like being married. What it's like being married and a dad. Pretty much anything you guys want to talk about, I'm open to the discussion as long as it's respectful. So, thank you guys. I will check you all later. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. It helps me grow the channel. I greatly appreciate for you though for those of you that have already. Again, if leave comments on here if you want, I'll check them. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you later.